It'll be great. Join, watch, subscribe. Yes, let's go. Just 9 days from the NFL draft in Green Bay. Will we have a NFL quarterback that might live in that area on the program to kick off draft festivities? We might. Why don't you stay tuned for that? We're trying to bring you guys the best guests, and we certainly have them today. We have Ashton Jeanty. We have Quinshon Judkins. We will have The Miz, a.k.a. Mike The Miz, a.k.a. huge Browns fan, a.k.a. Is he going to get a lick in on John Cena this weekend? Somehow he can't just let him go into the night and do his part one of his lifelong retiring tour in the WWE without what I imagine is unfinished business. Do you have questions for The Miz? Please hit me up at Up and Adam Show, at Hey K Adam. Such a pleasure to have him ahead of Wrestlemania. And I feel like, Hamilton, it's not like just Wrestlemania. It is a weekend full of activities. There is a roast after the second night. I don't know if they're all going to get up there and do bits ahoy. I'm so excited about like who would be the funniest. The Miz would be the funniest comedian, I believe.
100%. Oh yeah. No, the Miz definitely is going to crush that thing. I've heard that you've been working on some bits. What's going on?
I have no bits. We're not getting into any of this. We have to get into the draft. I can't believe it's Ed Rooney, Ferris Bueller, 9 days away from this thing. It'll be a scene. Speaking of like a weekend full of festivities, it's almost a week. I don't know when we land, but of course you have the big action Thursday night. And then like the more like amazing optimism, value, like guys who've been waiting their whole lives, but got potentially overlooked in the next rounds will hopefully be there. We will be there, of course. But we thought we'd give as we usher in Matthew, it's important to remember where you came from. I, for one, as you know, I have a big problem with these guys retiring. Stop walking away. And I never want them to retire, but when they do, you got to pay homage. We can't usher in the new classes of safeties and corners and defensive game breakers without saying bye to one of the consistently best and electric pieces in Patrick Peterson, who decided, I golf 23 hours a day. Why not make it 24? That's basically what he said. He retires as an Arizona Cardinal. I have not heard this yet. I don't know if I want to hear it. I'll get some Kleenex for the mentions by him eloquently at his ceremony. Let's hear it.
But I'm announcing that I am retiring a Cardinal officially. I came back home. This is where it all started. I felt that it was only right for me to end my journey, where it started. Again, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that participated in this today. I love you all. Now I have an opportunity to look forward to my future, to honor my past. God bless. P2 out.
Oh no, what a career. And also the rest of it, and not even there. Gosh, he could take such a victory lap, and he didn't. He really, in that entirety, outside of what you just saw, spends the entire time talking about everyone else, the other people in that organization, the philanthropic contributions and initiatives that they have helped support of his. Truly, it was a great one. It was a touching word, but P2 out, not until we give you some love. Like, he can't be done until we give you some love. 8 Pro Bowls, my friend. 3 All-Pros. When you think of the history of when I think of the history of my NFL experience, it's him against one of my faves, Calvin Johnson. Those battles were insane. WrestleMania, whatever. Like, those were amazing. Even just like how special he was. Anytime he got near the football, it just like called his name, whether it was like obviously a pick, a punt return. I don't know, when they let Travis Hunter, and play some receiver early on in his career. I don't know if we all remember those days, but they certainly were great. So congratulations to Patrick Peterson, who's going to go on and do some great things. Excited to see what's next. I'd like him, we'd like to welcome you on the show because we'd love to talk about what could be a bigger celebration. By the way, since Patrick didn't play last year, here's what I'd really like to talk to P2 about before he's out. And as he's out, he'll be eligible for a 2029 Hall of Fame class because he didn't play last year. Okay, so that's Aaron Donald, the likes of Jason Kelsey, Julio Jones, heard of him? Jason Peters. This is loaded, and they better let everybody in across the. They better let everyone in.
Yeah, I don't see anybody on that full screen who honestly shouldn't be a first ballot guy. They were all the best players at their position for extended runs. So really excited for that. I think that could be one of the best Hall of Fame classes we see.
2029 coming soon. Before that, we of course have the draft. Before that, we have Wrestlemania. Loaded show today. Can't wait to bring you guys my little talk with Ashton Jeanty as well, because he is a star. He's a star, and he's also going through an identity crisis. Is he a receiver? Is he a running back? Is he a bruiser? Is he a Christian McCaffrey? He needs to figure it out before the draft. We're getting closer, and I feel like we had all this hoopla about the Packers and like, let's go Green Bay, and I'm going to be there. And it's sort of with all the travels that we've been on. We've been on the Gulliver Travels expressway here on the program. We are so excited to be there. I cannot wait to see what the city has in store. We are so hyped. But I feel like the Packers are now flying under the radar and the city is the spotlight. No. Make no mistake. The Packers are everything right now, okay? They're coming off an 11-win season, not to the standard that they, of course, have in all of their history and all the expectations with the talent that they have. They were ranked top 5 in total offense, though. Top 5 in total defense. So the 11 wins, kind of a womp-womp, I think, for their standards. It feels like we've forgotten about them in the contender conversation. Is it deserved? I don't know. Back-to-back seasons where it doesn't pan out as far as you want to get. Like, I get that. They went on that hot streak the year before, taking down Dallas, the Aaron Jones of it all before he became a Viking. First-round exit against the Eagles. I feel like this has been so quiet for the Packers. It's weird, eerie quiet, like a quiet place quiet. They're bringing the key pieces back. They've got continuity. But this draft is going to be massive for them in front of their home fans. For starters, they're so close to their competition in the NFC, that they're right there. They are an impact piece or two in this draft as the difference maker with the Lions and Eagles. Beyond that, and the Commanders, we're probably going to get our answer on what's going to happen with one of the most intriguing personalities and players in the NFL, and Jair Alexander. So based on what our boy Goody, my partner in the front office, had to say the other day, it sounds like a draft day trade is possible, dare I say likely, in which case the Packers will have some work to do on the secondary, right? And I'd love to see another weapon for Jordan Love, which is what we've been saying about the Packers and adding weapons around this time of the year for years, even into the Aaron Rodgers era. I will say, Jordan saw this coming. We sat down with him at Super Bowl. Here's what he said.
Knowing the Green Bay Packers, I think we're going to go defense, and we'll see. Maybe we'll draft. I don't even know who's out there. Who is even out there?
I think I got all I needed by you saying knowing the Green Bay Packers. You sound like Aaron Rodgers for saying that. Going defense.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was Aaron Rodgers-y. Has he bought Aaron Rodgers' house in Green Bay? Can we stay at Aaron Rodgers' house? Hamilton, I'm just going to put this out there. Richard just told me to finish strong, but we're going to tangent here. Is that how, can we Zillow that? Is Aaron Rodgers' home in Green Bay still up for sale? I wonder if we could swing an Ed Berry, and just like a private lease. Ed Berry.
Yeah.
Can we, hotel rooms, by the way, there's nothing harder. It is harder to get a hotel room in Green Bay than to stop Ashton Jeanty, Quinshon, Mike the Miz, and everyone put together if you had to. Like, it's absolutely not going to happen. So that would be very nice. And it was very Aaron Rodgers-y of him, Ham. Everyone seems to be committed to the we don't have a number one wide receiver philosophy. Has it worked well, Ham?
Again, top 5 offense last year. They were so close in some of these moments. You're right. Like, I do feel like you want a go-to guy for Jordan Love in those clutch moments when it comes down the stretch. Like, knowing you have that Devontae Adams type player to go to in those moments is is big for a young quarterback.
Hey, Packers fans, do you want a number one go-to guy for Jordan Love in those, I don't know, big moments late in this? Yes, you do. Of course you do. I would just say, like, let's not let pride get in the way. You know, let's not let pride get in the way of, like, we did it this way. Did it work? Sure, top 5, but did you get where you need? I don't know. I'd like to see a Ted McMillan. I'd like to see a little Matthew Golden. Heard of him? To take this team to the next level. The wins seemingly not blowing in that direction quite now, but maybe Goody and I can come together. We can go to the cheesecake heaven. I'm not going to invite him to Oval Office. It doesn't sound appropriate. But we could maybe talk about this. And if you look at FanDuel Sportsbook, I mean, this is the only place you should be looking. You should be looking often and every day. They're even money to draft a defensive lineman or edge rusher with their first round pick. Corner second, interesting, with plus 175. Those Jair rumors abounding. Wide receiver, a distant third. Get out of here at plus 700. I've seen Maxwell Hairston. I have seen Derek Harmon out of Oregon. I have seen Will Johnson, the Michigan corner. Maybe we can ask our family, Taylor Lewan, about that. And many other options. Packers fans, please tell me and help me and tell me you want a weapon receiver. Okay, by the way, speaking of FanDuel Sportsbook, we have a parlay up. NBA play-in tourney tips off tonight. It'll be very fun. We all know I'm a hoops girly. No better way to be part of the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. There's so many ways to play. They've got favorite bets, who win the game. They've got like hundreds of player props for points or 3-pointers. My favorite, the first basket scorer. And you can score an even bigger win because FanDuel is giving you a 50% profit boost for tonight's action. 50. Are you understanding me? 50. You guys always complain. Give me more, give me more. 50 is as good as you're going to get. I don't know that I've ever seen 50. 50% PBT. So go to FanDuel.com for more info. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Do you want to see my parlay? Do you want to see my parlay? Here it is. Warriors, Grizzlies. You can feel free to boost this 50%. I'm going to go with Steph Curry for my dad. And why not? And Ja Morant, keep it together, Ja. They're each going to score 25 plus points. Big names. I feel good about it in a big spot, especially in a playoff game. Jaren Jackson, 20 plus, party on, got to do that. And I love alliteration, so there's that. And we got to go with my poll, okay? We got to go with my Polish brother to hit 2 3-pointers as you're seeing it here. Brandon Podziemski Hamilton. You wrote in here with these parts. You wrote his phonetic, like, I'm Polish. Really, you think I needed you to help me? You didn't even write the full name. He literally didn't write the actual name. And you wrote Brandon Jem, Ski. All right. He's going to hit 2 threes. Okay. He's done that, by the way. He has done that in, I think, 4 of his last 5 games. I'm the reason why. The odds are plus 416. I have it on good authority. Those are great odds. Those are great odds, but as we know, the overlords like to change the odds as the day goes on because they hate me. So why don't you get in on it early, show me those bet slips, and let's effing go. FanDuel Sportsbook, guys, Warriors, Grizzlies, tourney play in tonight. All right, short break here. Ashton Jeanty. Is he going to the Bears? Could he go as high as the Giants? Is he going to the Cowboys? He met Jerry Jones. But first, we have 2-time WWE champ, The Miz. Next. Okay. No problem. Yeah, all good. Podziemski. Is he Polish? Is he actually Polish? Is he like?
He's from Wisconsin. I was looking for more background there.
Let's find this. Yeah. Podziemski. I can't believe I haven't looked this up yet. Podziemski. Where's he from? His nickname Poj.
Yes, he's from Greenfield, Wisconsin.
Greenfield? Where's Greenfield? Where is that? Wisconsin Mr. Basketball. Let's find fun facts. He's of Polish descent and expressed interest in obtaining Polish citizenship in order to play for Poland's men's national team.
There you go.
No, stop. Really?
We got to get him on the show.
What else can you tell me about him? Where's Greenfield? He went to Illinois. I love that.
Greenfield.
What else do we know? Why does he spell his name? The un-Polish part is the way he spells his name. And Brandon is not a Polish name, so that's why I don't think I took it seriously, says Kay Adams.
What you say?
Yeah. Brandon.
It looks like Greenfield's in the southeast part of Wisconsin.
Santa Clara Broncos. I need to know more about his. Can he speak Polish? That's the question. You know how disappointed my dad was when like Gronk doesn't speak Polish. He was so disappointed. Strong, Jeanty, yeah, strong Polish roots. Annoying little brother is how Steph Curry describes his relationship with Brandon Podziemski. Oh, his dad's Polish. His mom must have named him Brandon. What is that chain?
It's Brandon with an I.
Wearing a chain with his initials. What is this photo? Yeah, Brandon with an I. Blue collared, hardworking kid. Couldn't be more proud of him. This is my guy. He's going to hit 3 threes. Back on Up and Adams, we are set to be joined by Mike the Miz. We've got Quinshon Judkins on the show. Busy. But yesterday afternoon, I got to sit down with the leading rusher in all of college football last season. But make no mistake, this Heisman finalist can catch the rock as well. A first unanimous All-American playing on the blue turf. He also played in the Volcano, as you'll see here, Ashton Jeanty. I think, Ashton, as I meet you here for the first time ever, I think out of my thousands of interviews in my life, you were the first person I've ever talked to who has played inside a volcano.
Yeah.
How about that? For those of you who don't know, you were in Naples, military family. Shout out to your dad. What was that like? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy experience. I mean, it was just a regular park out there. It's actually called Carney Park. So we had some of our games out there. Even when I played baseball, we practiced every day out there, you know, just the special perks of living in Italy, you know.
Versatility is the name of the game when it comes to Ashton Jeanty. Did you pick up any Italian? How do you say touchdown in Italian?
No clue.
You picked up no Italian? Zero?
All I know is how to say hello, you know, ciao bello, ciao bello.
Okay.
You know, that's about.
Congratulations on what must be just such a blessing, a thrilling ride, a truly standout, extraordinary season to lead into all this magic and madness. First in rushing yards, first in all-purpose yards, first in yards per carry. There's a lot, but what are you most proud of?
Ooh, what am I most proud of? I'd probably just say all the relationships, you know, with my teammates, you know, all those guys. It's going to be lifelong. I mean, we still calling each other all the time, every day. So just to have all those relationships, I think is the best.
I love that. You're going to be going to maybe up against some of those guys in the NFL. Your touchdown, again, like I'm not a college football girly. I'm very much NFL, but even I saw this Washington State touchdown. You broke, I counted 7, it's probably more than that, on this 64-yard run. It was like this all season long for you. You are so physical. What percentage of when you are running through people is mental, though?
I think a good like 90% of it's mental.
What?
I mean, the rest is like, you know, physical. You know, I do those movements, that type of stuff every day. But it's just having the mentality, you know, to break all those tackles that nobody can bring you down.
My producer was like, you should ask him like what he's thinking when he's doing that. And I said, no, I want to ask him what he thinks they're thinking, trying to stop him. What do you think they're thinking?
I think for sure they're thinking like, you know, how am I going to tackle him? Like, what's the best way to get him on the ground? But at the same time, it's happening full speed. So I think some of them probably, you know, get scared once it comes to that point, you know. They got to make a decision, a business decision. Do they want to tackle me or not?
151 broken tackles on runs. Your yards after contact is insane. Absolutely. Do you know that if you gave me, someone who's played no college football, if you gave me just your yards after contact, I'd still lead college football in rushing?
That's crazy. But, it speaks for itself, right?
It really does. I was looking back at some of your numbers because I really went down an Ashton Jeanty wormhole this morning. Back to your sophomore season at Boise State, you had 2 games with 100-plus receiving yards. Even back as a Lone Star High School Ranger, you had more receiving yards than rushing yards your junior year. Are you sure you're not a wide receiver having an identity crisis, Ashton?
I just might be. But, I can do it all on the football field. So I feel like I just had, different coaches bring out different aspects of my game. So now hopefully moving into the NFL, the right coach will put them all together.
If you went into the draft as a wide receiver, if you stuck to wide receiver, what round do you think you'd be drafted in?
Stuck wide receiver? I think I'll go second round.
Second? Oh, come on, Ashton, say one. Come on now.
I can't
well,
be
you get the comps to McCaffrey and everybody. Like you could be a true wide receiver. You played that way for so long.
I could, yeah.
That's very humble of you.
Receivers in there this year. Yeah.
How many coaches have tried to get you to change your pre-snap scary stance?
A lot. Especially in high school. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my dog, Coach Rayburn, but he won't having that. It's hands on the knees or hands on the hips. That was like one of the first things they taught. Then I got to college. My first running back and coach in college, he wasn't rocking with it either. And then, my next coach, Montgomery, he just said, do whatever, just be efficient, make plays. And there's nothing to say now after, what I just did.
So Pete Carroll, let's just pick a random coach. Ashton, just a random. I just picked that up.
Huh?
I just picked it out of nowhere. Let's say he says, absolutely not. You're not doing that. What is your pitch? What is your pitch to be able to do that stance in the NFL?
He has to explain to me why that stance doesn't work because clearly I've shown that it works. But I would say to him, like, am I still being efficient? Am I still making plays?
Yeah.
And that's literally that.
Everybody loves player comparisons, especially this time of year, but yours are like, I almost don't like yours because the expectations that come with them are crazy. It's all gold jackets. LaJainian Tomlinson.
That's good.
Barry Sanders. Is there anyone without a gold jacket that you get compared to? You're saying that's good?
Yeah, I would like to get compared to the greats, But I would say I've gotten all types of comparisons, but
which do you like?
I like Alvin Kamara comparison the best, honestly, out of all of them.
Why is that, you think?
I think the contact balance and, being able to catch the ball at the backfield, be a receiver. I do think I'm a little bit more of a powerful runner than he is, but I just feel like our running style is really similar.
I like that comparison. Michael Irvin, a friend of mine, came on the show and he said that you'd be a difference maker with the Cowboys, loves your game. He sees Emmitt Smith in you, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. I know you had a meeting with them. You were, as I said, Lone Star, Frisco. How would it feel to wear a star on your helmet?
It would be great. It would be a special opportunity and, to really to play for any team in the NFL would be great. But, just the fact that I grew up here, just a little different, but all opportunities, any team would be great.
Have you met Jerry Jones? How'd it go?
I did meet Jerry Jones.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me about it.
It went well. We was just chopping it up, talking footballs, talking about Super Bowls. So, that was
Is he what you thought he'd be like a kind of a larger than life cartoon character?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
When I came in the room, he was holding this like championship belt and just looking at it. And I was like, where's this going to go?
What kind of belt was it? From what?
It was from a boxing championship that they had at the stadium some years ago.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Why is he holding that?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks I could be a champ or something,
I think he did. They picked 12. They'd have to move up to get you. I'd like to see it happen. You're here with Sachs. Tell me about that partnership. I love this.
Yeah. So, it's been awesome teaming up with Saks this year. They've been changing the game for underwear. I've been changing the game for, running backs and, football. So, just to collab and, them needing another, a new game changer, to rock that underwear, right? But, you talk about the Raiders. Shout out to Max Crosby.
Oh, I'm sorry. You brought up I'm sorry. Wait, what? I'm sorry?
Yeah. Shout out to Max Crosby. He's an ambassador for him. So he chose me, on the NIL side. So, it was really, really cool, while I was at Boise State. And then, I plan to wear, I gotta rock some Saks, under my suit for the draft. I rocked them for the Heisman. So just got to keep that going.
You just told the whole world what kind of underwear you're wearing on draft day. How about that? What is that? Did you ever think you'd be an underwear model? I love this.
Nah, definitely. I mean, growing up, you think about being in like the athletic commercials and, Nike.
No, it's amazing. And Max loves this brand. Like he lives this brand. How did he, when's the last time you talked to him? And what about?
I don't remember. I haven't talked to him recently. I see what you're trying to do.
I would like it for you is all I'm saying. I would like it for you.
No, it'd be a great opportunity.
And you're going to the draft. I know what underwear you're wearing. What are you most excited about before we let you go? Most excited about for your night in Green Bay?
I mean, I think what everybody is, hear that little chime and then, get your name called.
Are you picking Roger up?
I'm hoping like we can. Maybe I'll get like a few minutes with him and then like show him a few dance moves. Then we hit it, boom, boom, dap him up. Then, yeah.
Do a TikTok with him, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Take your time to show.
Ashton, you have worked so hard and it is really incredible to see it all come to. I'm just starting to learn about you and I cannot wait to cheer you on in the NFL. Welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Big fan. He brought up the Raiders, by the way.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite a reach for me to, I said it and then he came back to it. So then I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. It's like, speaking of the Raiders, yeah.
You missed this, but I spoke to Shedeur Sanders about this from the airport. Like, how much do you just love effing with people? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you follow? If I were in their position, I would
a great time of year to do this. Yeah.
But I would just mess with everyone. I would say, and Shedeur does it. He's like, they like troll everyone. I would do all the same things. So I made my way onto, Quinshon's on next, which I'm excited about. I made my way onto Bench Press Twitter yesterday evening.
I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any bits. I think you think I have bits. I really, truly don't. I thought I did, but I don't. But people were questioning and I can't explain like the amount, I've not spent 1 second of my life thinking about how much I could bench press. I never knew that the pole, what do you call it? The bar is 40 pounds. I had no idea. But in chimes in a trainer that I worked with when I lived in New York, Joe Holder, the head Nike honcho.
I remember Joe.
Yeah, Joe's. Of course, I love Joe. I'm in love with Joe, love Joe, all the things. And he was like, you've done this. But he said I did it with dumbbells and that I could bench press 60 pounds, which I find to be impressive.
That is pretty impressive. It was, all the people that had to chime in on that. It was an interesting case study.
It's just an interesting, like I've never given it a thought. You know how I measure strength?
Okay.
Isn't it a bit? I measure strength and like, how long can you last in a microneedling session on your face without numbing cream? Like I got microneedling yesterday and I didn't have time to numb. They put this like numbing cream all over your face. That's why my face is like, looks like it's crazy right now, crazier than usual. I went in and like, I didn't have time to numb for an hour. They sit you there. They put like saran wrap on your face with this numbing cream for an hour and I didn't have time. And usually I do the, Pronox machine. Oh, don't meme that or gift that, please. Thank you. I usually use, for my birthday, that's what I would have wanted, a Pronox machine.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to use. So I did an entire 2.5 millimeter surgical micro needling session, as the kids say, schmogging it. I raw dogged that thing. Okay, let's do this.
This is certainly a conversation.
Judkins slips a tackle. Quinshon Judkins dives for the end zone, and Ohio State makes it 2 for 2 and takes the lead.
Let's get down to business. My next guest, an all Big Ten, all SEC running back, most importantly, a 2024 college football national champion, Ohio State. No, I could go on and on, Quinshon Judkins. Nice to finally meet you.
What's up? Nice to meet you too. How you doing?
I'm so great. So this is like a week away. How do you feel?
I'm excited. This is what you work for your whole life. So to finally be in this moment is kind of surreal.
Yeah. Where would you go in a draft for skateboarding, do you think?
Number one. Pick number one.
I mean, you're an elite football player, top tier prospect,
Right.
coming to an NFL team near you, but your first passion was skateboarding. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it just was like something I've always done. I first got into it when I was like 8 years old with my older cousin. He showed me, and then we ended up going to the skate park, and it was just like a natural thing that I always was drawn to do.
Yeah. Is there still like a little skateboard shop in your poor mom's garage, or?
Nah, not anymore. It used to be though.
I feel like it teaches you. I feel like coaches that aren't going to want you to do that. I mean, it helps with balance, I'm sure.
For
You got to
sure,
pick
like,
yourself up.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's helped me translate my game so much. And now I can't do that stuff. But back then, I think it was, even though it was fun, it helps you too.
Yeah. I mean, balance might have helped our vice president yesterday. What did you make of the fumble here? And obviously your teammate really playing a huge supporting role.
Let's see. Oh, my God. That's Trey for you. Like, and he going to come through. You know what I'm saying?
What does
But
this say about
glad he
Trey?
I was glad he was there, boy, to hold that trophy, because if he wasn't holding that trophy, they would have been looking crazy.
You are patient. You are balanced, as we just talked about with skateboarding, all of that. You would have fumbled the ball like JD Vance did there. But without those, you might not be top 3 in FBS rushing yards and touchdowns since 2022. What is one thing about your game? I mean, the accolades, the numbers, the highlights are so crazy. What do you want me talking about more this week? What's the one thing?
Just my versatility, as a player, as at my position, my skill set, a guy at my size, you really can't find players like me. Like, I'm 221, great natural hands, speed, vision, power, elusiveness, ability to be anywhere on the field and just have an impact on the game and home run threat. So that's my game.
I love that. I think those are things that everybody sees and everybody's talking about, but versatility is the thing. You're a dominant player, and I feel like I don't know a time that you weren't. You did it right from the jump. You recorded over 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. You won SEC Freshman of the Year at Ole Miss. But you were just a 3-star recruit. Huh? Make that make sense to me.
I know that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's what helps me, though. Be more passionate and have that grit and have the traits that you can't coach in a player. And I feel like it's helped me go through so much adversity and learn how to handle things and just be able to perform at any level and be ready to show up. So it helped me throughout my journey.
So are you saying, like, if you're not a lock for the first round, you're reading some of this, like whatever, like that is something that you embrace and enjoy?
I think everything pushes me to be better. Even if I was to go first round or be whatever pick, it doesn't matter. I still have that mindset to be the best competitor I can be and, like, just do my best.
And you're a competitor and you're a champion. I mean, that's what
Right.
you win this national championship with Ohio State. You scored and you showed up. Like 3 touchdowns is crazy.
3 touchdowns
and I really
is crazy, right?
It's
That's wild.
crazy. But I expect that I want that like every
Yeah.
week in the NFL from you.
For sure.
Can you talk? I think the second one of the 3, I know it's like, which one do we choose to talk about? But can you walk me through this moment? Because this is the one that will be on your Hall of Fame tape if that day comes.
Let's see.
Talk me through this.
Okay, so first, pre-play. This play was originally like a duo. So we checked it. when we seen the linebacker come down in the box. And then we kind of just ran inside zone, just going straight downhill. Because we're in the red zone. It's like we're trying to score. And then they know Q back there. So it's like, all right, let's go ahead and get this over with. So yeah, we ran inside zone.
That stiff
Everything's
arm
clogged
is
up in the
so
middle.
insane.
Bro, look, the inside was clogged up. So I was like, I gotta bounce it. I got a one-on-one with a corner. He's gonna get booked. So still form him, and they can't tackle me. So we scoring.
I think that is the most disrespectful and incredible stiff arm I have seen in a long time. I also like your mouthpiece gets ripped out there. I feel like what you maybe don't get enough love for is your grit, and that is on display on this touchdown.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd love to hear that. If you guys have questions for our guests, guys, hit us up for sure. And then, of course, you go on, you win the national championship. You took a chance, right? You spent your first couple seasons at Ole Miss. You go to Ohio State, Henderson already in Columbus. It all kind of paid off. How difficult or what went into that decision to leave Ole Miss? And what sort of, what was maybe like, give me the one thing that you knew Ohio State was your place to go?
I felt like for myself, like Ohio State was just the right place to be. Like I took a visit there, like literally 2 days after I got on the portal, and I didn't even want to go anywhere else. I was like, man, this place is so sweet. It's got the best coaches, best players that are super competitive and have a competitive advantage as well. And those guys are going to get me better every single day. So I was like, when I took my visit, I was like, I don't want to go anywhere else. This is where I want to be. And I knew Trey was coming back, and me just being a competitor and just trying to push him, and we help each other every single day. So it just worked out.
Yeah. Best coaches like Chip Kelly?
You know it. You know it.
I would love to hear about the last time you spoke to him.
Awesome.
When's the last time you heard from him?
Look, so we had this, I had a formal with the Raiders at the Combine, and I got to see him again and everyone else that was in the room from their staff. And it was just awesome to get to see him and see how he's thriving in the new culture. And I'm happy for him, the success that we've had together, and to see him go do special things on the next level.
Okay. What would that be like to reunite with him? Have you thought about it?
I mean, it'll be great. I mean, I love the way that his versatility with using me this past season, and like different ways he can get me the ball. And then we can just draw stuff up on the fly. You love coaches like that because they care about how players think about the game and how certain things work out. He cares about the player's opinion. And I think that's solid as a coach because, it matters.
I really like the NFL right now because, and he has created, I like the NFL right now for running backs. We talked to Jeanty about this. We've been talking to a lot of people about just what the league is becoming with these like 1-2 punches, right? We used to be more pass heavy. Now you have this, and there have been some great duos, right? We've had Reggie Bush and White at USC. We had Ingram and Trent Richardson at Bama. Where do you think you and Henderson, it's the college game too, where do you and Henderson sort of rank among the great backfields in college football history, do you think?
In history? I don't know. I think with me and him, we've done things that it will be hard to repeat and go out and do for both of us to have successful individual careers, but, still be selfless guys and put each other in the team first and have the same goal in mind the whole time. I think it's hard. And I just think it'll be hard to do again. I don't know.
You both had 1,000-yard seasons. That's the third time in Ohio State history that two players have recorded 1,000 in the same season. Like that is not common. That is unbelievable what you've been able to do. And I know you guys cheer each other on. So how does this go? Like how competitive will you two be about who goes first?
I think I started half of the games and Trey started some games. That didn't really matter for us, but it's just like we're two different personalities. Trey is more like a low-key, quiet guy. I'm the kind of guy where after a play, I come to the sideline, he like, boy, you crazy. I'll be like, bro, like, come on. But yeah, we just two different personalities. He's more quiet. I'm just more passionate, like just super loud, my personality on the field.
If he goes in the draft before you, how will you feel?
I'd be so excited, man. He deserves it. He works hard. He's a great leader on our team, and he's done special things throughout his career. So I'll be super happy for him.
It's reminding me of like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Like they love each other, but they're so competitive. Like they are so competitive with each other. what's the conversation with you two? Do you guys download each other on everything? Like, how competitive is it? What are the conversations leading into next week?
Man, it's in those terms, like, we don't really talk about like going into next week what's going to happen, or I'm gonna go before you, anything like that. It's just like, just checking in on him, making sure he's good on his visits, and him doing the same like that, and just making sure we're still in supporting each other and in contact, because like I said, we have a great relationship outside of football. Football is what we do, and we work well in that environment, but me and him are friends off the field, so we really genuinely care about each other.
Yeah, but what if you guys go to the same division and you face each other twice a year at least?
Hey, then I'm telling them, hey, bro, I'm finna go get 150 on y'all this game. You know what I'm saying?
On your way to those 3 touchdowns, stiff arming people.
Yeah.
If you stiff armed his teammate, what would his reaction be?
He already know that's what I do. He gonna be like, that's in his bag. See, Trey, he'll probably go tell him, be like, hey, y'all know he like to stiff arm. Y'all better get right. Oh no.
Where are you going to be for the draft for the weekend? Who will you have around? What are you doing? You're gonna be home?
I'm gonna be back in Alabama. Yeah, be in Alabama, or I might do it in Atlanta. A lot of my family is gonna be able to make it. It'll be closer to home, so I'm gonna do it down south.
Have you how do you handle this moment? I guess like you're young, you're a champion, you're a winner. You don't have the control. That's kind of like, you'll see where it shakes out. How do you handle the moment?
Just embrace it. You embrace everything. You embrace the process. Meeting new people, getting to talk football, getting to be in different environments with people that you've seen play throughout your whole collegiate career. So I think for myself, it's helped me just be able to just see different places and just take it all in. For myself, it's not too much for me. It's something that I have a love for. It's genuine. Something I've done my whole life. So I look forward to it and getting to work.
You've been at lots of meetings. You said you met lots of people. You're embracing it. Who is one like NFL personality that you've met that's made an impact on you? A coach,
It's
a
crazy.
GM.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You saying that because like literally when we get off this call, I gotta go to get on a flight and go on another visit. It's wild. But
Gosh,
NFL
where are you going?
personality, I gotta go to New York. Go see the Giants. Crazy.
That's so crazy.
I know. But look, so I feel like one of the most exciting ones I've met so far, and probably most entertaining and funny, I'll say Jerry Jones. He's really funny. He's a great guy. He's awesome. Got to talk ball. Got to just have a great sit down and, just ask certain questions.
You asked him questions?
We asked each other questions. I think that's something that is important for especially an athlete to ask those questions. Most people don't, but I feel like for myself, if you have questions, it's important to ask. So
what did you ask him?
I can't remember exactly what I asked him, but whatever came to the mind at that particular point, I just asked literally.
It's so interesting because he sticks out to everyone. He's like this larger than life figure. He's a bit older, yet somehow players can really relate to him and love these moments with him. It's so what is it about these moments with him? He's just this icon.
Yeah, I wouldn't say only that, but as an owner of an organization, he has a great relationship with a lot of his players too. And I think that's the case with a lot of different owners, and that stuff is important in this league.
Ashton Jeanty told me that he had a wrestling belt, like a championship belt, when he met Jerry Jones. Did he have any props when you met him? What stuck out? Paint me the picture.
Nah, he was in the room. I think he was drinking coffee. I walked in. He was like, come on, come in the room. And we just sat down. He was drinking coffee. He had no belt or anything like that, but we just had a little sit down for a little minute and just talked it out.
Did you ask him about Micah Parsons?
Nah.
You gotta break some news for me, Quinshon?
Nah, I ain't got no news for you. My bad.
You've had all of these meetings because you're going to the Giants, Texans, Broncos. I'm seeing Bengals. Oh my God, I would love for the Bengals to draft you. The Browns. I feel like the Bengals are sticking out to me on this list.
Yeah, that
I mentioned
awesome.
I mentioned Jamar.
It was
T,
good.
Joe. Yep. How would you fit into that offense?
Hey, great. I think just my skill set translates to the NFL game and everything that I do at my position. Not just being a a home run threat, but just a guy that can do it all and have that ability to be in the pass game and get those yards, those tough yards, have that grit, and just be able to do everything literally. So my game translates in any offense in the league, it works in.
Adrian Peterson seems to be someone that you'd like to, you said you like asking Jerry questions. What would you ask Adrian Peterson, and why him? Why do you want to get into his head?
Oh man, probably I would ask him about his longevity. I think at my position, that's an very important thing, and just to see how he was healthy for so long and played for that long. That would be one of my number one questions.
You have the Giants things making me think of Saquon, of course. It's like hard to not, right? There's this whole, like, he's going to come up when that's like a larger than life city. Right. And that is a big, big role to fill 1 year removed. How do you feel about that?
I don't think about it like that. I'm me. Wherever team I'm going to, I'm going to start my own legacy. So, Saquon has done great things, a back that I look up to, a vet in the league, and he's done a lot of great things and throughout his career. But wherever team I go to, I'm going to start my own legacy.
I love that. I think, do we have the thing about the shorts? We had to talk about this. There's a football pants
my
question.
Game shorts?
I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you this, but there's a whole thing, as you know, about these football pants. What is it? Like, over time, your pants got shorter. What is this?
So listen, my quads are too big. That's the answer. And I went on the visit, and the EQ was like, man, if you come here, bro, like, we got to get you some pants that fit, dog. And I'm like, bro, the pants are too tight. But they understood, though. A lot of people that play football on my team, they know. Okay. It's because my quads are big, so I have to cut the back for them to fit, if that makes sense.
But they're going to make you wear knee pads in the NFL, right?
I do. I have knee pads on in the picture, and they just kept sliding down. So in that picture, I just kind of like rolled them up a little bit. But my other games, they were a little lower.
But I don't think you're going to be able to wear, like, are they going to have to custom make you pants in the NFL? I'm trying to figure out what to be prepared for.
Listen, we're going to come up with something. I ain't trying to get fined, so I'm going to wear something.
I mean, you don't want to make I know that you don't want the comp to Saquon. You don't see it that way, but now we're talking quads. We talked versatility. Like, that's a pretty great comp to have, I feel like, Super Bowl champion Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a great back, and he's done tremendous things. And I look up to guys like him, Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, guys like that have had tremendous success in the NFL.
NBA play-in is tonight. I know LeBron James is a fan of you. What is that like to have LeBron James as an Ohio State super fan?
It's wild because, like, every week he was sending different LeBron products that nobody else was getting to our facility. And it's like we getting LeBron cleats and LeBron shirts and all different type of stuff. So him being a supporter of our program, it was tremendous. And just him supporting us throughout the season, showing love to our team. I think him as an athlete and the impact that he has on the athletic community is huge. So just to have his help and his support is huge.
Is he the GOAT?
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
No,
Michael.
You
think he's not the GOAT? You don't think he's the GOAT?
No, I'm an old lady. Of course, I think it's Michael Jordan. Are you crazy? I'm from Chicago too.
No, man, LeBron
Why
is the GOAT.
Well, I mean, I guess if he sent me cleats and, like, stuff, exclusive stuff nobody was getting, I think he was the GOAT. I think he bought your vote. That's what I think.
I don't know, but hey, like, I've never in my lifetime seen a dad play in the same league as his son.
Crazy.
So
great. So that's why he's the GOAT. I don't know about that argument.
Man.
Tell me this: are he and are LeBron and Luka going to win this? They've got the Timberwolves in the first series.
Like LeBron supports us, I'm gonna support him. So I'm gonna say yes.
What would you send LeBron? What would you send LeBron?
Send him some QJ gear, jacket, hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards.
Do you have any idea where you're going? I don't want to know where, but do you have an inkling?
Right now, I'm just like, I'm so busy on visits, man. It's like, you don't sit down and just like, okay, I'll think about, I'm going here. You just enjoy it. You just go and talk ball with different people. And, I'm just ripping and running every single day. So just taking it in.
Coach Daboll's intense. What are you excited to talk to him about?
I don't know yet. That's something I'm thinking about on my flight. fight there.
Yeah.
Come up with questions and different stuff.
I love that. Well, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. It has been so lovely to meet you. I know you're cheering your teammate on as well. You and Henderson did incredible things. I do want to, I have a wrestler coming on. I'm going to ask you one more question. If you could pick, let's get rid of logos, let's get rid of divisions, teams, whatever. If you could pick one, and you can't pick Henderson because he's not an NFL player yet. Out of every current NFL running back, who is the one that you would like to be that tag team 1-2 punch with? Who pick one?
It's so many guys that in the league that I think in the league I feel like I don't know. That's a question I can't answer that, but whoever, I'm gonna go help them out.
Fine, well said. Great media training by you. We're so excited for you. Enjoy the draft. We'll talk to you soon, and do not forget me when you're scoring 15,000 touchdowns a year for whatever team you go to.
Appreciate you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We'll be back after this.
Thanks.
Oh, I don't know. I think we should not do that. It's like, okay. I mean, it isn't because you did it yeah. But I get. No, okay. We're good. We'll be good. We'll be great. Now, did somebody go and edit? Given this has been going on for an hour? Hey, Ham.
Hello.
Has Chris edited?
He's going through it right now.
I don't want to have to ask for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would love. That would be so helpful.
No, yeah. He was he texted me before you asked.
I thought Judkins had already had his Giants meeting.
What's that? Sorry.
I thought Judkins had his meeting already.
I think they may have talked to him at the combine. Interesting that he's going there in person. Shador is going for a private workout there as well this week. A nice little new backfield combo for them.
Podziemski. My phone's gonna die. Will we have Mike or no? Right now? Oh, hold on, I'm not ready for that. 1 second. Okay, there's no SOT. Okay. Sounds good. No, we're good. Let's do it. All right, a nice quick interview with two-time WWE champ, Cleveland Brown superfan, Mike The Miz. You have these amazing introductions. You are so great at it, and you're interviewing people now in the ring, which I love. How have you been since last time I talked to you? I looked at your Instagram. I cannot believe your girls are so big.
I know. They're 7 and 5. They just keep growing bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's like nonstop. This household, like, I won't be shocked if they walk through that door and just start being like, "Dad, you're done. Let's go." It's all day, nonstop. I love it, but it's like parenting is the hardest job. Everyone always says that, and it sounds repetitious. And if you don't have kids, you'll never understand. It's like whenever someone tells me like, "Yeah, I'm having a kid," it's like, get ready, just get ready. And then when they have 2, I'm like, oh, get ready. If they have 3, I'm like, I don't know what that's like. I stopped because it was that much work.
Monroe and Madison, I cannot believe they're 7 and 5. So much to celebrate. Of course, Wrestlemania 41 is this weekend. One of your most memorable moments, you, Mr. Cena. Take me back to Wrestlemania 27 and what that night maybe meant for your career.
That was probably one of the biggest nights of my career. I mean, to main event WrestleMania is very, very difficult. People, work their careers to do something like this. And not only did I main event, but I retained the WWE Championship in the main event with the poster child of John Cena, with the help of The Rock, 2 of the biggest icons that WWE has ever had. It was truly a dream come true. And people are always like, man, you did it so early in your career. Like, you know, WrestleMania 27, we're at WrestleMania 41. And it's like, what happens next? And it's like, you try to get back to that mountain that you climbed. And it's very difficult. It's very hard to main event once, let alone 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, I think Roman Reigns this year is going on his 10th. You know, CM Punk finally is getting his first main event in WrestleMania, which I believe is the Saturday's main event for WrestleMania with him, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, which it's going to be an insane, jam-packed just card. And with that as the main event, it's going to be absolutely insane. You're not going to want to miss it this Saturday and Sunday.
And there's events all weekend. There's a roast. Maybe we get you on stage. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Tony Hinchcliffe's doing a roast, and I believe I'm going to be doing some roasting as well. So I'm already working on my content, thinking of some good things. So it's going to be pretty good.
I can't wait.
Tons of stuff. I mean, WWE World is also happening where we're doing autographs. I mean, we're taking over the city of Las Vegas. It's going to be a huge week for the WWE fans as well as everyone in Las Vegas.
I can't imagine on John Cena's retirement tour, his farewell. We don't see you. Are we seeing? Is there a chance?
We see John Cena now. We see John Cena now, I think, because he's exactly who I've always known John Cena as, this person, and now you're actually getting to see him as fans. And so now I'm curious to see what happens. Does he get his 17th title, or does Cody take it? We'll see.
Will we see you in the ring?
That is the thing. I don't have a match as of right now, but that shows how difficult it is to get on the card. But you never know what's going to happen at WrestleMania. So I'm always, at one point I was a host at SoFi in LA, and then I had 2 matches. So it could happen. We'll see. My fingers are crossed.
It's difficult, but you did it for 16 straight years, which speaks to your hard work and your excellence. So enjoy this weekend. I mean, take a chair and hit that Cena, and we will see what happens at WrestleMania. Thanks, Mike.
I will. And go Browns and get Travis Hunter. Let's go.
Let's go.